20, 30, or even $300,000 home equity loans beyond compare. Call 1-800-NEW CAPITAL.
Bell Media is proud to support the Canadian Cancer Society. Are you ready to join the fight?
It's Points to Go's roller shade sale. Right now, take 20% off hundreds of styles, fabrics, and colors. Plus, free installation with any purchase of $1,000 or more. Our best-selling product just got 20% better. Points to Go. Points for life. World diplomats are gathering in Paris today to urge renewed peace talks in the Middle East. Today's conference is meant to send a forceful message to U.S. President-elect Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Organizers hope the meeting will show the world's united stance on finding a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Israel says the conference is rigged and Trump's incoming administration is not taking part. There are fears Trump will unleash new tensions in the region when he takes office on the 20th. Meanwhile, hundreds of pro-Israel activists took to the streets outside the country's embassy in Paris. The crowd carried and waved Israeli flags. The protesters are against the proposed two-state solution, with many pinning the blame on the Palestinians for halting initial talks. Iran says it will not renegotiate a global nuclear agreement. The deal was struck last year between the Islamic Republic and world powers. President-elect Donald Trump has been critical of the deal and has pledged to renegotiate it. Iran's deputy foreign minister says the new administration must remain committed to the existing agreement. He also repeated a grim warning made by Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah, who publicly stated, if they tear it up, we will burn it. And he did not elaborate. Turkey's military unleashed a barrage of heavy airstrikes on ISIS-held areas today in Syria. Turkey's armed forces say they were targeting shelters, armed vehicles, and command centers in the Syrian town of Al-Bab. There are reports that at least 9 ISIS militants were killed in these strikes. Turkey has been on the ground in Syria since August to prevent Syrian Kurds from making territorial advances. A massive fire has devastated a luxury resort in Mexico that is very popular with Canadian tourists. The fire broke out at the Grand Bahia Principe Tulum resort in the Mayan Riviera on Friday. Witnesses say the main lobby and bar area were completely engulfed by flames. Fire crews were called in from a nearby, from Cancun, nearby community, and also Playa del Carmen. Guests staying in nearby villas were relocated to another resort. No injuries have been reported. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has canceled a visit to the National African American Museum scheduled for Martin Luther King Day. ABC News is reporting that the cancellation is due to scheduling issues. However, ABC says it has since learned the visit was removed from the calendar because it had not been fully planned out. The visit was only announced yesterday after Trump drew ire from critics for Twitter and his attack on it against Congressman and civil rights icon John Lewis. Meanwhile, U.S. civil rights activists kicked off a week of protests in Washington ahead of President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration. Thousands of people led by the Reverend Al Sharpton marched along the National Mall yesterday toward the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. The monument is about 3 kilometers from Capitol Hill, where Trump will be sworn in as the next president of the U.S. on Friday. Civil rights groups, including the NAACP, took part in the march alongside several Democratic lawmakers. And in Chicago, hundreds rallied against Trump's anti-immigration rhetoric. The protesters say they plan to fight for immigrant rights against what they fear will be a hostile Trump administration. More protests are planned for today, including a nationwide Poets Against Trump protest. About 30 groups have received permits to protest before, during, and after the inauguration. 21 people are dead and dozens more missing after an overcrowded boat capsized in eastern India. The boat was carrying people returning from a religious festival when it overturned late last night. Now, police say the vessel had a maximum capacity of 25, but was carrying at least 50 people at the time. 13 people were pulled from the water and taken to the hospital. The capsized Survivor's boat has been retrieved by rescue workers who continue to search for survivors. Pope Francis is marking the Church's World Day of Migrants today at the Vatican. He's urging that every possible measure be taken to protect young refugees. He reiterated the theme of this year's Migrant Day is about vulnerability of young migrants. His message comes after a ship carrying around 100 people sank off Libya's coast. Italy's Coast Guard said only 4 people survived, 8 bodies were recovered. It is called the greatest show on earth, but it's coming to an end. The company that owns the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus says it will shut down in May after 146 years. Declining attendance and high operating costs among the reasons cited for the demise of the circus. It was just last May that elephants were removed from the shows, and Fled Entertainment said that since then ticket sales fell more dramatically than expected. Circus employees received the news after other shows in Miami and Orlando. 11:49, -1 degree. This is Toronto's breaking news. CP24. We will have traffic and your weather forecast as we take a live look at Nathan Phillips Square. That is when we come back from the break.
Starting today, you have to leave the church. 1 million people. 1/5 of the world's population. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Terrible Pope, the most dangerous in modern times. I don't care about your opinions. If you think I'm a scoundrel, I know everything a powerful man needs to know. And I am the most powerful man of all.
Are you disabled and unable to work? Has your insurance company denied your long-term disability claim? If you want justice, we'll fight for the settlement you deserve, or you don't pay. Call Pressler Law today at 1-800-JUSTICE for a free consultation.
Stop right there. I'm about to pop a cap and fresh that washer. Unstoppable skin wash samples right now. Does this set last up to 12 weeks? It's longer than any relationship I've ever been in. Freshness works.
Right now, Pizza gives boneless chicken bites raised without antibiotics from Canadian farmers. Get a mini bucket of chicken bites for only $5.
Yes, I didn't know what you're gonna go for.
Only Pizza.
Every year, thousands of people slip and fall on ice, snow, water, broken stairs, or holes in the ground. If you want justice, we'll fight for the settlement you deserve, or you don't pay. Call Pressler Law today at 1-800-JUSTICE for a free consultation.
Closed captioning this CP24 program is brought to you in part by 2001 Audio Video's January Inventory Clearance Event from your home entertainment experts.
2001.